So now we're going to do a short meditation, and we're going to open ourselves up to the presence of God, specifically the love and acceptance of God. Now, this isn't, as it might sound, a religious meditation or a prayer. Well, I suppose it could be if that's how you believe and what you would want it to be. It's anything you want it to be. The intention is that we all have an understanding, a concept of God as somewhat external to us, and that we can, when we open ourselves up to God, they are part of us. We feel that love, we feel that acceptance within us. And so that my invitation to you is to do that, whatever your beliefs may be. And so let's get started. So let's just take a moment to look at a spot on the wall or whatever's in front of you in the centre of your vision. Let your eyes just rest in that zone. And as you do that, just take in a few deep breaths. And with each breath, really feel that oxygen coming into your body, nourishing you, being delivered through your blood vessels to every part of your body. And you might also feel the carbon dioxide leaving, exiting your body in every out-breath. And in every out-breath, you can think of your muscles relaxing more and more. Certainly the muscles that you use to breathe. When you breathe out, there's a huge relaxation of those muscles that you can be aware of. And in addition to those muscles, you can also be aware of perhaps the muscles around your shoulders releasing, relaxing, letting go with every breath as your breathing settles into a natural rhythm. And you can allow yourself to be taken on that rhythm with your breathing, as you notice more and more of the muscles in your body relaxing. Just the ones that aren't needed right now for you to be sitting comfortably and upright, or lying comfortably, wherever you may be. And all those other muscles, even when I'm not mentioning them, can continue to relax throughout this process, so that your physical body is deep within a continual process of relaxation. And the more relaxed you feel, the more open you can become to thinking about ways of perceiving yourself and the world around you that maximize the potential for you to be in a state of acceptance and love. And even just saying those words, acceptance, love, and whether you say them on the inside or the outside, they can have an effect that's more and more noticeable with each repetition and each breath. And as you continue to hear that love, you begin to feel that love and acceptance more and more deeply within, in the spaces between the parts where you've relaxed within your body and your mind, and expanding and growing. You might get a certain sense of that now. You might anticipate that that's on the way as you allow your eyelids to close should you feel to do so. Equally, you can keep them open if you find that more relaxing. And so with open or closed eyelids, you can become aware of what people call God, what you may call God. And some people notice a warmth, some people notice a light, some people notice some kind of energy around them and indeed within them. Some people may even notice a person, a face. It may be that this God is up here, up in the sky. It may be that they are below, supporting you, or by your side, encouraging you. And however you are experiencing this concept, this entity, this omnipresent power, that there is a fundamental, universal force which we are part of, which is around us and within us, and every other living being, a life force, an energy, a fundamental entity that is at its core caring, loving and accepting. And that we know deep down that whatever happens, whatever we encounter, that everything's all right, really, beneath it all. It's perfect the way it is. So you may call the universe God, or God the universe. You may call your consciousness God, or God your consciousness, or collective unconscious, or collective conscious. You may simply have a sense of the mystery of life. We don't know how life works. We don't know why there is so much life around us and within us. And that in itself could be called God. That great mystery, that powerful, beautiful mystery. So with that sense of godliness, just notice that love and acceptance of what we will now call God entering you. And perhaps it's not really entering, perhaps it was already there. It was already around you and already within you. And you can think of yourself like a receiver. Like your phone is a receiver of mobile phone signal and Wi-Fi signal. like an old TV is a receiver of a certain signal, and every signal has a frequency, every receiver has a frequency, and you're simply tuning in to that God frequency. You're adapting that frequency now to one where you're aware of God within you, of loving acceptance within you. And this God does not depend on you. It's there, whether you are or not, whether you're aware of it or not. And so all you need to do is simply tune yourself to being aware of it, as you are now. And so notice this love and acceptance shining a light within, without you. And you may be aware of any resistant parts of yourself, or any emotional pain that you may be or may have been experiencing. And so let that light shine in to the most resistant part of the most resistant part of yourself, to the most painful part of the most painful part of who you are, of what you're experiencing, or what you do sometimes experience. Feel that focus of love and acceptance at the kernel, at the core, at the seed of that most resistant, most painful part of that most painful part, right in the centre. And just now pay attention and feel that light shining right into the core, being with it, directing, opening your heart and pouring it out directly to the centre of that love, pouring out now. And noticing that shift, noticing a slight release wherever you may feel it as a result of paying attention as you are now, opening yourself to God's love and acceptance that's directly beaming to the core of any resistance that you may have felt, any pain that you may have felt. And so everything else takes care of itself, the opening up, the dissolving of the pain, the dissolving of the resistance into something else, into a solution of love and acceptance. And that all happens by itself. Just as the knock-on effects, the positive implications of this attention happen by themselves. Surprises for you to look forward to. You don't know exactly how this is going to transform your day-to-day experience until it does. And that's for the future. And as for now, just simply notice that light shining, that love and acceptance shining, dissolving, and feel it and enjoy it. You deserve to enjoy this. You deserve to enjoy this letting go, this dissolving deeply. So simply allow yourself now to continue paying attention to this process for a short while or a long while, with the intention of coming back here whenever you should choose. And for a few minutes, simply stay and practice this until I speak again. As you hear the sound of my voice in the foreground, that continuing process continues in the background. And as you go about your day or night, in the foreground, this process of love and acceptance to the deepest parts of yourself dissolving away anything that does not serve you anymore, continues in the background with every breath and every step. So feel free now to either continue this meditation yourself, to go about your day meditating in the background while you live and do everything else in the foreground, knowing this process is always within you, always operating. So bring your awareness to the space around you. Breathe in that air. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Give yourself a stretch here and there if you should feel to do so. Find yourself in the optimum state of mind to go about your day in the best possible way. Feel free to go back into meditation if you should choose after this. Or feel free to meditate in the background as you continue your day. Thank you for your attention. See you next time.